然后呢，他说最终的那个应税经济账户就是 taxable brokerage account， 就是说如果你的税收达到了，就是你的收入达到了一定的级别的时候，就是说你其他的几个办法都没有的话，那最后的这个就是这个 taxable brokerage account。I think I have all of them, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. 我是就是说
So we set up a solo 401k for you last year.
Yeah， 就是说去年的时候我是单独的，就是建的401k，然后这个达到了最高级别的时候，那你就还有 taxable brokerage account，OK， 那就看你怎么样计划你的退休。但是大家对你退休到底要退多少钱，就是你要有多少钱在里面，一定要有一个想法，因为你要有这个想法，他才知道你每年应该要省多少钱，然后才能够达到你的目标。然后你什么时候想退休？然后他要一个长期计划的 ，OK，All right.
So, but obviously, if you have employees though, that changes the conversation, right? Because employees, you have to set up a traditional 401k plan, and you have to allow them the ability to contribute. And if you want to be able to contribute a large amount of money, you have to at least match them a certain percentage on what they contribute. So, like restaurants are tough for 401ks because employees come and go pretty regularly. I don't think it's, we're talking about for yours to plug in?
Yeah. No,
You probably don't have HDMI on yours.
No.
So if you have a lot of employee turnover, 401ks can be tough to manage. So it just depends, everybody's a little different. So like I said, hey, all right. Perfect,
Okay,
we're back.
We're back, okay.
All right, well I kind of jumped into this already, but just to talk about the,
That's okay, we just leave it like that. We just click.
well, we skipped through this one slide.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, actually, this one wasn't, I want to talk about this one. I'm going to skip over the investments for now. Just
Okay.
All right, so for the business owners, here's our conversation with you guys, right? We're obviously going to talk about tax strategy in terms of how is your business set up? Does this make the most sense to be an LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp or a partnership or sole prop, right? We go through all of that. But also in this part of it, when we start talking about your exit plan, and most business owners that I meet with that I ask this question, they don't have an answer. How am I going to cash out of this business? Am I going to give it to my kids? Am I going to sell it to my kids? Am I going to sell it to someone else? They don't have an answer. So we want to work with them to figure out what is the best way to do that, because there are ways to structure your business. If you have enough foresight and you know how you're going to sell it in 10 or 15 or 20 years, you can set up the business so you pay very little tax on the sale. Something called a qualified small business sale. But you have to have your business set up a certain way. So if we know what the long-term plan is, we can help strategize on the taxes so that we can avoid as much of that as possible.
他就说，当你就是说卖你的公司的时候，你要怎么样卖 ？OK， 尤其是如果是稍微大一点的公司的话，就是说你套现计划，你到底是想怎么套？因为你每次买卖的时候，大家都知道你是要被税的，那要怎么样被你少税一点？那如果你在事先就计划好的话，他就事先可以跟你弄，就是说 OK， 你要怎么样卖你的 business， 然后你被税的更少一些。
But also, if you want to just give it to your kids at some point, right? How's the best way to structure that, right? How are you going to remain on the business, collect your consulting fee or whatever? How are they going to pay you? Or again, if you have one child involved and one not, how do you want to set that up? So main goal is